Good evening and welcome. This is Whole and Beautiful. I am Angela Oliphant, your host, and I am so glad that you all have joined me again on tonight for a night of information, revelation, and change. And as you can see on tonight, I have a special guest with me, and that I'm going to interview on tonight. Her name is Tiffany Coates, and she has a lot to share with us on tonight. We're going to ask her some questions about her business, about what she's doing. And I want you to be inspired tonight. So I want you to send me an email at wholebeautiful@gmail.com if you have any questions or if you have anything that you would like to say about this interview on tonight. And make sure that you comment and that you share this broadcast with as many people as you can. You know that we play the broadcast on tonight, and then it will replay on tomorrow at 4 p.m. So anybody that missed it on tonight, they can watch it tomorrow at 4. So if you're passing through and you see us and you say, I can't sit down and watch it right now, tune back in tomorrow at 4 p.m. and you'll get to see the entire interview. A few things before I get started with Tiffany. I wanted to remind you all that I still do my couples conversations. So if you know of a couple that you would like to see on Whole and Beautiful, where they want to share their marriage and share what they have grown to know throughout being married, whether they're just getting married or whether they've been married for a long time, I just want to talk to the couples. And I've had several couples on, and those shows have been really good. So I'm looking forward to having some more couples on. We also have our mentoring moments where we have men come in to talk about what they're doing in the community, what they're doing for other young men to raise them up and to help them grow up also. So if you know of a man that would like to be a part of the Mentoring Moment show, let me know. wholebeautiful@gmail.com, and we will get them on as quickly as we can. And so you can get that information from them. But tonight, my guest is Tiffany. Tiffany Coates. Tiffany is married to her husband George, and she has 5 children. I could not believe that. Just by looking at her, I was like, no, there's no way she could have 5 kids, but she does. She has 5, and she has 4 boys and 1 girl. So they tried for the girl, and they got the girl. So that is a good thing. Oh, good evening, Linda. I see that Linda has come in. Thank you for joining us on tonight. And what I want you to do, Tiffany, is I was reading over your bio and I saw some different things in your bio that I wanted to just to talk about a little bit. First of all, can you just share with us who Tiffany Coates is and just share a little bit about yourself before we dive into the questions that I want to ask you on tonight?
Yes, ma'am. Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Miss Angela, for having me on your beautiful show. I am a wife married to Mr. George Coates. We have 5 beautiful children, ranging from ages 20 to 4 years old. I won't say retired hairstylist. Maybe I may get back into it. We'll see. I have been doing hair for 20 years. I'm heavy in the church. My husband is a reverend. He preaches. I'm his first lady. I think that's it, y'all. That's a little background about me. I'm the business owner of Cricket's Closet. I just started her about a year ago, and it's a blessing to have her. Had to step out of that comfort zone when the pandemic hit. That's what made a lot of things change. And then I did my first journal, y'all. I'm on Amazon.com of You Are Uniquely Fierce, because we're all fierce in our own way. Okay. And it has inspirational and fashion tips in it. So that's a little bit about me.
So, Tiffany, you talked about Cricket's Closet, and you said that happened like after the pandemic. What happened? What were you doing before the pandemic? Were you still doing hair then?
Yes, ma'am. I was still doing hair. It's been in the back of my mind anyways, because when you've been doing hair for so long and the body started doing different things, you have to step back and reevaluate and take care of you. So Cricket's Closet did come during the pandemic after the pandemic hit. Yeah. So That's
And
when
then,
it was crazy. I had to step back because my body was doing different things. And I was asking God, what can I do? What is my other passion? And it was, of course, jewelry, clothes, and shoes. And if you scroll through my personal page on Facebook, you will see my shoes, my clothes, my personal. That's my personal. And that's how Crooked's Closet came about. The passion of clothes and shoes in the pandemic would push me to it.
okay. So that was a good thing that was birthed out of the pandemic. I hear that with a lot of
Mhm.
different people, it forced them to just walk in the gifts that were already there, but they decided, okay, I'm just going to launch this out and I'm going to start. How did
Mhm.
you transition from doing hair and then you say, okay, I'm going to do Cricket's Closet? What was like your first thing where you released it to everybody to let them know what you were doing?
Well, it wasn't intentionally because nobody knew that the pandemic was going to hit, but I was
Right.
already talking to my husband about it, stepping away for a while. Because, like I said, when your body started doing things over the years, you have to push back.
Yes.
So that's when it was created about Cricket's Closet.
So what where did you get the name? I read a little bit about that in your bio. Can you share with our listeners where the name Cricket's Closet came from?
Well, Cricket's Closet is very, very sentimental to me. It actually came from my granddaddy. He gave all of his grandbabies nicknames, and mine was Cricket's Closet because I thought I was a loud grandbaby, but I guess because I was quiet in a certain extent. And so Cricket's Closet, that's where I got my business name from. But instead of the regular C, I changed everything to K's and Z's and made it my own. But I just had to. I had two nicknames actually growing up, and the other one is kind of sort of well known. I go ahead and tell you, but my cousins used to call me Minnie Moo. So I said, okay, I don't want to go with Minnie Moo because Minnie Mouse. So I said,
Right.
my other one is very dear to me, which was Cricket. And rest my granddaddy's soul, he passed a few years ago in October. So that's why I went with that one because it holds so much value to my business name.
Oh, awesome. I love the way because when I read that in your bio, I said I like that because it's like
Yes,
your
ma'am.
granddad lives on through your business.
Yes, ma'am.
And it means a lot to
Mm-hmm.
have that name. And I was looking at this. I wanted to know, like, with you did your fashion. You said that you were into fashion, but also in
Mm-hmm.
your bio, you said that you got a lot of hand me downs. Can
Yes,
you talk
growing up.
about that just a little bit? Because I
Mm-hmm.
remember hand me downs.
Mhm. Yes. Oh my gosh. Growing up as a child, things just got passed down. My mom did what she could until she could start to work.
Right.
And so every time as long as it was clean, my mama kept us clean and everything. We didn't have the latest thing, but yes, cousins, we had to get them clothes and them shoes. And that's, we had to get them hand-me-downs, but I never complained. I never complained. I never was that child that complained. I just wore it and I was grateful that I was able to have something to wear.
Yes. And I see that, like, even when I watch some of your lives and I see the different things that you have, it's not just when I look at Cricket's Closet, because I'm looking at different things that that you put out there for different people to see, but then you
Yes, ma'am.
also give them tips. You're telling them, what color, showing them how to find out what colors look nice on them, showing
Yes,
them,
ma'am.
what's good for your body type and stuff. Is that always been like in you as a passion for you to see people look well in the clothes that they
Yes, ma'am.
wear?
Yes, ma'am. Even being in the hair business and me doing hair, of course, that was my ministry as well. So I was always a servant, and serving with the hair, keeping the ladies with the new trend, and say, hey, and when I had another business, and when I was always doing my jewelry, I would say, hey, this would look nice with this, pair this with this. So it was always in me, but I just needed to be pulled out of me. So I can express and help other women, be confident in their style because with Crooked's Closet, it is for everybody. My sizes range from small to plus sizes, and I just didn't want to be that boutique to just target petite women Because when
Right.
you have children, things change.
Yes,
Things
they do.
change. And yes, and that was a big thing too. What led me to Crooked Closet, because with me having 5 children, we think that we can't wear certain things. I was like, yes, you can, as long as you are covered up, looking nice, and you're modest. Wear your clothes with confidence. Wear it with confidence. Don't worry about what nobody say. As long as you are neat and intact for you, that's what matters.
Yes, yes, and that's something that a lot of people look at too, because
Mhm.
they see the nice little boutiques and they can't find the plus size that they want to wear. I just heard a story about that not too long ago where they were looking for something, but I was like, it's out there. It's starting to be more out there than it was before. And it's good
Mhm.
to know that you have those sizes too, because y'all hear her, guys. She has the plus sizes too, so you can get in contact with her. How would they get in contact with you if they want
They
to
can
purchase?
follow. Yes, ma'am. They can follow me on my business page, Cricket's Closet. I am on Facebook. Listen, I am not a tech person, so I am not on TikTok yet, but I will be on TikTok. So you'll be able to find me on TikTok as well. But you can find me on Facebook at Cricket's Closet, KRIKKET hyphen ZKLOZET. Everything's with K's and Z's.
Oh wow, yeah, that is.
Yes,
But it's
ma'am.
great that you have that. And then from Cricket's Closet, is that where your journal came in? That you decided to
Yes,
do the journal?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Being a person, because it's a lot in my journal. This is my baby. I had to bring her and I write in her and everything, but this is my baby. She's on Amazon. But as a woman, I battled depression at one time, and I can speak on it because that's my testimony. And I think God delivered me from that. You have to speak life into yourself and love you first. If
Yes.
you don't love you first, you can't love nobody else. So that's why I said, I'm not going to make this journal your normal journal with your notes and just different affirmations or whatever. I put everything in it. I put your scripture when you first open it up. It's something, a motivation, some motivation to give to you. You have your scripture. You have daily affirmations to tell you how beautiful you are throughout the day and let you know it's okay to not want to be okay. Leave me alone for a minute. Let me get myself together, because people
Right.
always say you shouldn't be like that. No, sometimes you need time for you. So it's a lot. It's about 15 pages of daily affirmation. And then you can also get your fashion tips on, because I have fashion tips in here as well for everybody, from my petite queens, my plus size queens, my tall queens, from undergarments. It's a fashion tip in there for you.
Yes, and that's what I love, because I saw that and I said, "Man, I
Yes,
got to
ma'am.
order I got to get my copy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I have to get my
ma'am.
copy because to have the fashion tips in there, I remember like being in school and I don't think they have it now, but I've been out of school a long time. But they had home economics where we were in there and they gave us different fashion tips, and they would tell us like about how to choose your colors and stuff that you would wear and how to know that and all this. And I loved it. I loved knowing that information, because you would be surprised at how many people don't know what color to wear or what to wear for their body types. And when I saw
Mhm.
that with your journal, I said, wow, that is awesome, because then you're
Thank
helping
you.
people to who don't know, because we just assume sometimes that they know, and
Mhm.
really they
Yes,
don't.
ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
are you doing any type of like styling for different clients that maybe seeking you out for that?
Look, if the Lord puts it in my way, I sure will. Because when my sister, when she comes home and her birthday was coming up, she was like, "Sis, I need something." So I took her some pieces. She tried them on. We found what works for her, because my sister, her son, my nephew just turned 1. So like I said, being a mom, it's hard to find nice clothes that, I can dress this up or down. I can wear this in the daytime and I can put a blazer on and wear this at nighttime for date night with my husband or whatever. So it's many different styles that you can wear. And like I said, my sister came home. I styled her for her birthday, and we'll see what the Lord sends
Yeah.
me.
See, you
I'm
already
just
dabbling
waiting.
in
I'm
it.
dabbling in it a little bit. I'm just letting my steps be ordered by God. That's my main thing, is Whatever he say go, I'm going. I'm going.
And that's awesome. That is so
Yes,
awesome. I
ma'am.
love it because to have that type, it's like sometimes, like I was saying before, other people think it's easy. And for some of us,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that easy to pick out certain things and to make sure that this is looking nice. Cause I sometimes I'll tell my daughter, I'm like, okay, I need you to pick this out for me. I need you,
Right.
I need you to pick some stuff out for me. And she's like, really? She said, well, you
Yes,
be
ma'am.
looking nice, but I was like, it's a hit and miss sometimes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's like I want to make sure that and I'm getting better at it, but
Yes, ma'am.
not everybody has that I could say like fashion literacy where you really know
Right.
how to put things together. And
Yes, ma'am.
it's needed. It really is
Yes,
needed.
ma'am. Mm-hmm.
So have you thought about even doing maybe like a runway fashion show for Cricket's Closet? Or have you
I
done one?
have. I have. It's God is throwing so many ideas for that. You look, you dipping in my, you dipping and dabbling, but hey, it's fine. But yes, ma'am, we'll see what God is gonna lead. That's
Okay.
one of my goals. Yes, ma'am.
Well, keep us posted with that because I would love to be
Um,
a part of it and I would love to see how that
yes,
unfolds
ma'am.
because I watched you online and what you're doing online with your business.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
would see that for other people because I would see them doing their business. But I was like, why don't y'all do this, online
Hmm.
and put your numbers up, sell your clothes, do your stuff. And when I saw you do that, I was
Yes,
just so
ma'am.
excited. I was like, look at what she's
Yes.
doing because I love it.
Yes, ma'am. So God be all the glory because a lot of things God is throwing my way. I was like, God, the old me would not be doing this, but I'm trusting you.
And
I'm
just
trusting
step
you.
out and do it.
Yes, ma'am. That's
It's
it.
in you and it's your
Yes,
passion.
ma'am.
And I see it every time you're on and you're sharing your clothing or you're sharing the jewelry.
Thank
It's
you.
in you. And
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
awesome to see. That's why I stopped when I see you. I was like, oh, okay, I got to stop. I got to see what she is putting up now. And then I
Yes,
was like, okay,
ma'am.
I got to find some pieces so I can order some pieces and post
Yes,
too.
ma'am.
But
Yes, ma'am.
thinking back, we're just gonna switch just a little bit right now. Thinking back when you were younger, when you were like the younger you in your teens going into your 20s, what advice would you give that young lady now? If you were able to
Ooh,
go and sit and talk to her, what type of advice would you give her?
if I can talk to the younger Tiffany, create that plan. And if you create a plan, if you fail, it's okay. Long as you don't stay there, get up, retry it again. Focused, stay determined, stay consistent, keep God first. You don't have nothing else to worry about. Nothing.
Wow.
And I do stand on my one of my favorite scriptures. It's 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. That is my go-to scripture because when fear tries to set in, because we know fear is not of God. It's not
Right.
at all. It's
No.
just to keep you stagnated in that comfortable place. And if you're comfortable, you will never be able to know what you can do. And that's where I was as being a hairstylist. I knew something greater was in me. But when you stuck behind that chair, you there all day, all night, you don't know what other gifts that you have. So
Right.
I stand on that scripture. And another thing that I stand strong on, I just posted it. We don't need validation from man. As long as you have your as long as you have your answer and your vision from God, don't worry about nobody else. Stick to that vision and keep
Yes.
it going.
And keep it
That's
going.
it. Yes,
I love
ma'am.
it.
No
Yes.
distractions. No distractions. And I would tell my younger self as well, stay away from negativity. Because once you have those people with the negative vibes in your ear, you'll
Right.
never be able to prosper. So long as you have more positive people around you, you'll be fine. You will be
Yes.
fine. Another thing I would tell my younger self is, girl, stay in the mastermind groups. That's another thing too. If you want to be something in life, you have to start putting yourself around success. Because when you're around success, your mindset will change. So
Yes.
you shift the mindset from negativity, even from childhood growing up, you shift that to more of the positive note and stay in those mastermind groups. So that's what helped me a lot as well too. And that's what I would tell my younger self.
And you said stay in those mastermind groups. What is a mastermind group?
Yes, I am. Oh, Lord, I'm so grateful for this group. So I'm in a group called Done is Better Than Perfect. The Free High family, I don't know if they're watching, but shout out to my Free High family. Mr. Derek Harper and his wife, Miss Kayla Harper, they're over the group. And it's been a blessing just to see how much motivation that you haven't even met him. I haven't met any of them. I know some of them that's in the group, but as far as met him and his wife, I haven't. But it's just the motivation that they give to
Right.
push you. Like, you know my story, and if I could do this, you can too. So what's stopping you? So
Right.
it's just a motivation and encouragement there, helping you in your business, putting things out to help you grow. Another group that I'm in is Traffic, Sales, and Profit by Mr. Lamar Tyler. That's another mastermind group. Shout out to the TSP group. And I'm in another mastermind group is mom and femalepreneurs. Because as a business owner, as a woman, sometimes it does get tough. But once you got that woman in your corner with you as well to help you, motivate you, take you, hold you as accountable as well to, hey, you need to do this. You said this. That's another one of my groups, Miss Jenny B. So those are some mastermind groups that I am in. But y'all, please get around success. Get around where you know you want to get around people where you know you want to be in life.
Yes. Because then you it pushes you to be better. And I
Yes.
tell people that a lot. It's a matter of your mindset changing. I was talking to my
Yes.
sister, well, one of my sisters earlier today, and I was like, it's about a mindset change. Your mind
It
has
is.
to change to come out of that negative. Because if you grew up in a negative
Mhm.
environment with the negative
Mhm.
things coming at you all the time, sometimes you don't know what you
Right.
can be and what you can do until you
That's
get
right.
around. And like you're saying, you have that on the inside, but you're like, nah, nah. You kind of hold
It's
on to it
fear.
and you never walk
Mhm.
into it. But when you get
Mhm.
around other people who are walking into their vision, walking into their dreams and living it out, you
Mhm.
see, man, it's possible.
It
It
is
is.
very possible. It is. It is so possible. It's like, but you have to get out your own way. Like you said, like we was talking about that mindset. Even reading books. I see myself reading more books now, financial books, um, mindset shift books.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's just so many books out there. And I would tell my younger self that as well. Read more, continue to read more books. Get yourself out there and read them books. Read, get that
Yes.
knowledge.
Because it's out there
Get
for you.
it.
And I would tell people the library is free. You could
Yes.
go in there and get some books, and because of, sometimes they would say, well, you know what, I don't have the money to purchase this book. Go to the
Go to the
library.
library. Yes, ma'am. Or download, get you a Kindle. Kindle is not that much.
Yes.
Get you, please read. I just stress that, and I even tell my kids, make sure you're reading. Get into these financial books. Get one book I'm gonna share with you is Money Code. That is a great book to read. Get you, if y'all have never heard of it, I know a lot of y'all have, but Money Code to change this as well.
Yes. Because you
Mm-hmm.
until you change your mindset, you can't change where you're going and what's going to happen in your life. Your mind
That's right.
has to change.
Your
So
mind has to change. It
yes.
has to. It has to. And a lot of our mindsets are in the poverty mindset. Like, no, just because our parents went through that, you don't have to go through that. Get in
Right.
these groups, get you these books, start doing research. I do a lot of research as well. And change it. You don't have to, you could break those generational curses. And I asked God, I said, God, I will stand in the gap. I will break those curses. I
Yes.
want to be the first business owner, and my siblings as well. They're my sister, business owner. My brother, he's doing amazing things. So it's like you don't have to be a product of what you grew up from. You don't.
Right.
Me and my siblings, we are prime examples of how. No, you don't have to be what you grew up to you from. No,
Yes.
that's a no. It's you when you know better, you do better. And that's a good statement. Like for
Yes.
real. When you know better, you do better.
You do better. You do
Yes,
a
ma'am.
lot better when you know.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
how you
Yes,
gonna
ma'am.
know? Like Tiffany said, you got to read. You got to read.
You
You
have
got to
to
study. You
read.
got to put yourself around people who are going in the direction where you want to go. And you
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
that mindset has to change, and it's a process. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
happen overnight, but you can
Right.
start seeing the changes happen the more you are reading, the more you
Mm-hmm.
are around other people, because you're getting that knowledge and you're getting that wisdom,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that is
It's like a yes, ma'am. It's like a habit. I had to change some habits. I'm a share one. I'm a share habit. Like a lot of times we get on social media. Instead of you being on social media, pick up that book, get that
yes,
knowledge, take that 2 minutes, pick that book up. Okay, I'm not going to get on social media like I do. I'm going to read, and I'm going to say, okay, let's learn about financial literacy.
right, right,
So you can get out that bondage. Like, let's learn about financial literacy. Okay, we're going from 2 minutes reading about financial literacy. And now we're going from there. Okay, we're gonna make it to 5 minutes. From five
right,
minutes, just 2 minutes. And before you know it, you done picked up a positive habit
yes,
versus getting on social media. And now okay, I can teach you this now. How? Because I read it, I know it. This is proof. So
right.
it's like, yeah, you just gotta get out them bad habits. Trust me, I
Yeah.
know.
And I like the comment that Linda had put up. She said you don't have to be a product of your environment. And you
Right.
don't. You
You
can
do
change
not.
it. You can change it like today. Today could be
Yes,
your day where you can just switch everything and start changing everything. But it's
yes,
left up to you
ma'am.
whether you want to do it or not. You
It's
gotta
up to the
have that
person.
discipline. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. It's up to
Yeah.
the person. When you get sick and tired of your same situation, you're going to change.
Yes.
Prayerfully that you do. But I know I was sick and tired of certain things in my life. And I was like, no, it's time for a change. Let's revamp, Lord. Let me go back to the drawing board. Lord, you order my steps. Lord, you tell me what to do. Pray about it. And then I'm just, God, you lead the way.
Yes.
He's
And
been
he
leading the
orders
way.
your steps. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And
I
he
have
takes
not
you
want for anything.
right. Because
Yes,
you when
ma'am.
you put him first, he's gonna lead you and he's gonna show you which way to go. And that
Yes, ma'am.
because he orders your steps all the time. Different
Yes,
things
ma'am.
come in, and I tell a different people it's like an orchestra. It's like he's bringing
Mhm.
in everything in when it's supposed to come in. Because with the orchestra, they're bringing in different instruments when they're supposed to play, and it sounds so good together. But you have to know
Ma'am,
your part and when you're supposed to walk in there.
that's
So,
right.
and if you're invited into a room, know that you belong there.
Own it.
Yes,
Yes, own it. Own the room. Don't let nobody know, oh, I don't know. These some heavy hitters. So you a heavy hitter too. Just in due time, God is gonna elevate and do what he needs to do for you. But don't be scared. Walk in the room, own it, hold your head up. Like I was nervous for this interview. Now I'm just talking. Talking. It's like, no, okay, God, you got this. You give me what I need to say, give me the words that it come out clear, and hey, own it. Own it. That's right.
yes, because you have to walk in that level of confidence. Because if you don't walk in the confidence, it's I don't know. It's like it's going back to what you felt concerning yourself. Because if you don't have that
Mhm.
confidence on the inside, it will show on the outside. You have
It
to make
will.
sure that you're walking and knowing, okay, God opened this door for me. So, yeah,
That's
I'm going to
right.
walk in here and be confident and be bold about it.
Yes, ma'am. That's right. Even with the boutique, I'm studying. I'm going to do research and everything. So when I put my product or a fashion tip out, I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So it's like you have to own it. Own your business, own your job, own whatever position you're in your job, whatever, just own it. Just
Yes.
own it. Know
I
who you
love it.
are.
Yes.
Know who you are. Yes,
Because you
ma'am.
putting
Know
in the
who you
study
are.
time. Because it's not
Hmm.
just you showing clothes online. And
Right.
sometimes people look at that and they be like, well, she just putting her clothes out there. She just putting her jewelry out there. No, it's study
Mm-mm.
behind that. It's some
It's
discipline behind
same.
that. It's some
Yes,
research
ma'am.
behind that. So when it's presented to you, they see what you're presenting, but it's
Right.
all of the work that went in before the video went up, before you
That's
started
right.
showing. So,
Yes, ma'am.
and you put the work in.
Yes, ma'am. Because even when you see me posting, I have something about denim, or if it's twisted or the material, it's something that I'm going to give you education behind it. Like these
Yes,
earrings, they're wrap tool earrings. They're post back. They are silverback posts. So it's like you got to know what you're talking about when you're presenting, because people don't buy the product, they buy you. Like, how are you helping this person? How are you helping this pain? Okay, so if I order from your boutique, like how you helping me? Like, that's the thing. What are you doing to help me?
Yes. It's like people don't buy the product, they buying you. I
Right.
love it.
They buy you.
I
Yes,
love
ma'am. You have to engage. And my thing is being transparent. Like I was saying earlier, I went through a depression problem, and I'm not ashamed to say it, but by having God as my strong foundation, having a praying husband, and me knowing that, okay, let me go ahead and pray and release this demonic thing, because this is not who I am. Y'all stop being scared. Don't let these people or anything make you scared. You all know who you are, whose you are, and that's what matters.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's the ultimate thing is knowing whose you are
Mhm.
and knowing who you are, and you can step
That's
out
right.
and do anything because I can do all
Yes, ma'am.
things through Christ who
Through
strengthens
Christ.
me.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
whatever is in front of me, I got it because He got
Yep.
me, and I can
Yes,
continue
ma'am.
to move forward and go for it, which is awesome. I love this.
Yes,
I love it. I
ma'am.
love
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
But oh
Yes,
man,
ma'am.
with with your crickets closet, you had
Mhm.
also said that everything is fashionable and it is affordable,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you have the casual, you have the girly, different things. So you have a variety of different things that you can offer. And
Yes, ma'am.
one thing people are looking for is affordability, but then they
Yes,
also look
ma'am.
so for the fashion. So,
Mhm.
do you have like that well, let's say like that classic look that
Mhm.
somebody can have along with that trendy look that's coming in also?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like I just like the shirt for my beautiful plus size queens that I just dropped Monday, I think. So it's a one shoulder. It
Mm-hmm.
is a smudge print. You can put on a blazer if you want to. If you get a little cold, you can put on a cardigan, or you can wear that sassy shoulder out and dress it up with some jeans and some heels, or you can put on some black slacks, some white slacks, put some papa red on, put some leopard heels on, however you rock it. So it's different ways that you can wear that shirt.
Wow. Yeah, because I saw the shirt. I was like, oh, that's cute.
It's back gone. Which is a blessing. I just thank God for each order. So it's back gone. But I tried to find it in the petite size too, but I was like, no, I'm gonna let my plus size queen have this. But I couldn't find it because I liked it myself. Yes, ma'am. But yes, that's what I try to do. I do my boutique is gonna be casual, and then you could dress up as well.
Okay. So you could take, like
Yes,
you
ma'am.
were saying, you could take that outfit that you have on for the day with your children, but then you could switch that up, dress that up. So if you got to go to a meeting or you're going to a date night with your husband later on, you can dress that
Mhm.
up and still like just and look
Still cute.
nice throughout the course of the
Yes,
day.
ma'am. Yes,
I love
ma'am.
you can transition and it
Yes,
takes
ma'am.
like just a change of jewelry or a blazer
It
or
does.
taking the
Mm-hmm.
blazer off
Change the
and
jewelry out, take your shoes off, putting on a different pair of shoes. So it's so many ways. Everybody think it's like we were saying before, fashion is by clothes. It's not. It's so much more to it. Like, I don't know if you see my reels. I've taken old things out my closet and just revamped it and turned it to a whole new different look. So
yes,
for example, I had on a colorful long sleeve dress. It was so drab looking, but I turned it into a sleeveless dress. I put on me
yes,
some pearls, put some heels on, tied up in front, tucked it down. I revamped the old dress that I had.
yes. See,
It's
that's what
multiple
I
ways.
like.
Whatever
I
you
was
have in your
like,
closet, it's different ways. Listen, work with what you have. I'm telling you, you'll be amazed at the things you can do with your clothing.
yes. I said I'm gonna have to get
Mhm.
Tiffany to come to Angela's closet and
Yes,
check out
ma'am.
my
It's
closet and be like,
so
okay, don't throw
much.
that away and don't throw that away. You can do this with
You
that.
could do this. Yes, ma'am. Even as far as just putting on a belt, like a long dress. And if you got a tie-dye dress, anything like that, whatever, let's say you have a blue and a white tie-dye dress on, put a white belt with it, a
Yeah,
brown belt with it, jazz it up, put you some heels on. So it's so many ways that you can transform a look. It is, y'all. I'm
Okay.
telling y'all, I would pull some stuff out y'all closet. You be like, I can do that. Yes. I took some Palazzo pants. And you know the Palazzo pants, the stretch ones?
Yes, yes, yes.
I made them into a dress.
Yes, I saw that online where
Mhm.
you changed that into. I was like, and I was like, okay, she made that
Yes,
into a
ma'am.
whole dress. It was,
Yes, ma'am.
and
So
you would
this
never
was
think that you could do that, but I mean, and you couldn't tell that it was a palazzo pants. You would look at it and be like, where did you get that dress from? And it's the
honey out
pants.
my closet. Yes, ma'am. So it's just like like one of my mottos for my business is your closet is your adventure because it truly is. It really is an adventure because it's your style, but it's an adventure. So you have to get and wear and rock it like how you rock it, transform it to put a brooch. Oh my gosh! Like you can get a switch out. Let's say you got one of your husband's t-shirts. You could turn that into a dress. You could turn that to a one sleeve. Put a knot, tie on it, brooch. In so many ways.
I love it. I tell
Yes,
y'all what,
ma'am.
I'm gonna have to have Tiffany come back and she's gonna have some clothes and she gonna transform while we right here on live so she can show you some different fashion tips what you can do with stuff
Mhm.
that is in your closet because
Yes,
sometimes
ma'am.
you get rid of stuff and you like, well, I don't need this no more. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But you can change it all. And it can be
Yes,
something totally different. Wow. I love it.
ma'am.
Man, I love this because I'm learning
Yes,
a lot
ma'am.
as I'm listening to you and then going through your own closet and pulling out stuff because sometimes we always want to go buy the new and somebody wants to go
Right.
get the new and it's good to go get the new when you can do that
Yes,
but
ma'am.
to it's amazing to me to watch people transform clothes
Mhm.
and put stuff together. I sit there and I was like, how in the world did they do
How do
that?
they do that? I'm
Yes.
telling it's a lot of studying and researching and just going in your closet like I want to wear this, but I want it a different way. But I'm telling y'all, don't throw y'all stuff away. Don't throw it away. I'm telling you, it's so you can do so much with your with older clothes and stuff. And even if you lose weight, you still can revamp those clothes. Don't throw those clothes away. There's so much that you could do with them.
Oh wow. Y'all need to
Hmm.
check Tiffany out on Cricket's Closet page on Facebook. And you
Mhm.
need to check her out on her page too, Tiffany
Yes,
Coates.
ma'am.
Is there an email or a website that they can go to also?
Well, you can if you have any concern, you can go to Cricket's Closet 78 at gmail.com. Listen, my website is up, y'all, but I still got to retweak some things. So I'll be having my Shopify store up. So it's a lot. I tell anybody too, if you have a website, don't try to do it yourself. Please hire somebody. I'm that type of person that's trying to do it myself. And no, I wish I would have hired somebody, but I'm gonna finish it so I can get it going. But I do have a website. It just say coming soon, Cricket's Closet.
Because you have to, it's like knowing your lane, though. That's one
Yes,
thing that I have learned is like the things that I do well, I do those. And the things that
yes.
I know I don't do well, it's like hire that out. Let somebody else do that because I can't do that. So
And
I will
that's what
pay
I need
you
to
to do
do.
that for me.
Yes, ma'am. So that's my little issue with that. But it is a website. It is on my business page too. You still can click it and put your email address in as well, and I will see everything. So whenever we open, when I open my website, you'll be able to go and shop. But I still post on my personal page and a lot on my business page. So if you see anything, I will have you fill out my postable, and I will get your information as well. And get your items to you because I do ship and I do deliver locally.
Well, that is great. I said I have got
Yes,
to. I
ma'am.
might. You said that you still had that black and white
Yes,
shoulder shirt.
ma'am.
I was like, I have to find out the size of that and see if I can order.
Yes, ma'am. It's
And
a few
order
over there. I was looking at my little stash over there. I think I have two 1X, 2X, and a 3X. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that would be the one X, and it may even if it's a little big, I still can fix. You can help me fix that.
I'll help you fix it. Yes, ma'am.
And it
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
awesome, and it's gonna look great. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
ma'am.
I have enjoyed talking to you. We got like just a little bit of time left, but I am so glad that you came on tonight, that you agreed to. I have
Yes,
had fun
ma'am.
talking to you.
Yes,
I'm learning
ma'am. Thank
so much.
you.
And guys, I know y'all have picked up some stuff on tonight. So y'all can send me an email, wholebeautiful@gmail.com, and let me know the things that you have learned. Also, if you want to get in contact with Tiffany, remember you can check her out on Facebook, Tiffany Coates, or you can check out Cricket's Closet. It's with K's and Z's. You can check her out
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
And what's your email again?
It's Cricket's Closet 78 at gmail.com.
Okay, and then y'all can
Yes,
contact her
ma'am.
there also, and she'll be happy to answer your questions and different things. And remember, guys, go on Amazon, purchase her book. You're gonna get fashion tips. You're gonna get you got your journal there. You got your fashion tips going on. You got all that encouragement in there. And she says so much tonight that has been just awesome. And I appreciate you sharing that information with us on tonight. And I know it has touched somebody where their
Yes,
life is going
ma'am.
to change. They're going to change their mindset, and they're going
Yes,
to remember that
please.
people are not just buying the product, that they're buying them. Is there
That's
anything
right.
else that you want to share as we are ending the show on tonight?
Yes, ma'am. And don't procrastinate. That was one of my biggest issues too. Please don't procrastinate. When God tell you to do something or He's giving you that vision, move right then and there because you don't want it to be taken from you and given to somebody else. So
Right.
that's what I leave with you tonight. And remember to keep God first in everything you do. I promise you, everything will work out for your good.
Oh,
It will work out
awesome.
for your good. It will
Yes,
work out for your
Lord.
good.
Definitely. I thank you for joining me again. I really appreciate you coming on tonight, and I really enjoyed this interview.
Yes,
Guys,
ma'am.
I pray that you would just share this with everybody that you can. Let them know that it was awesome. Let them know that it was fire, just like we said it was going to be. And
Yes,
they will
ma'am.
learn so much from this interview that they can apply to their lives. I want you to join me again next week, Friday at 7 p.m. I'll be right here, whole and beautiful, where we give you information, revelation, and change. And I am Angela D. Oliphant, allowing you to see, to hear, and to know that whole and beautiful is not just your destination, guys. It is most definitely your journey. So join me again next week at 7 p.m. And remember, tomorrow, 4 p.m., you can see the replay where it's going to replay on tomorrow. And that person that didn't get to see it tonight, they can see it on tomorrow. Y'all have a great and blessed weekend, and check out your closets this weekend. What do you have in your closet that can be transformed? We may just do a transformation show where we can bring our things and let Tiffany see them and transform us right here. So think about it, guys. What's in your closet? Have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.